know what this city needs? Welcome to the October episode of Minecraft Church. My name is Tinyfreyya, and today I'm going to be building a billboard. So, the first thing we need to do is mark out where we want to build our billboard and get some supplies. While I'm doing this, I'm going to tell you a little story. So grab a snack and get comfy, because this might be a little bit long. When I was 14, I joined the worship choir at my school, my faith school, and every year we got invited to a summer festival called God Camp. One year, the worship choir was invited to sing at the festival, so I went along, and it was a lot of fun. On the final day of the festival, we were singing a song called Reckless Love, and that is one of my favourite songs. Now, give you a little bit of context. If you've ever been to church, and you see the congregation, the group of people there that are there for church, sometimes when the worship is going really hard and it's super fun, people will raise their arms up and be like singing and dancing, and I had decided that year at God Camp I was going to actually worship. So I raised my arms up and got fully into it. I even started crying a little bit, that's how much I got into it. I got like emotional. And the response from that song was crazy. We had people putting their hands up in the crowd, and they had turned their torches on their phones, and they were waving them from side to side like we were at a concert, and I was stunned. Okay, right, I've finished building. I want to make the billboard light up. I want it to flash, but I'm really bad at redstone. I don't know how to do it, so I'm going to go ask my friend Bredcrumb if he can help me out. Let's go over to his boat.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to my pirate ship.
Thanks for having me. Can
Oh,
I borrow your skills in redstone for a billboard?
absolutely. I happen to have a whole shulker full of billboard building redstone, so
Cool.
let's do it.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you the last little bit of the story, because I'm sure you want to find out what happened next. So, God Camp went really well, and now I'm back at school. At school, I'm at a worship choir rehearsal, and we're singing a song, and all of a sudden, the leader of the choir goes, "Everyone, did you remember how Freyya was worshipping at God Camp? I want to see you do that. You need to show us the reason why you were in this choir, because you're faith-filled." After that, at all the services that we did at school, where we had to sing at Christmas and Easter, I was putting my hands up in worship, and some of the worship choir were doing that too. They were stepping out and showing their faith. And then, my last year of school in year 11, I'd have the younger years come up to me and put their arms up and say, "I'm doing the Freyya." They remembered it. They saw what I was doing, and even if they weren't doing it in faith, they saw that it was okay to worship. It was okay to show off your faith and be the light in the darkness. Because even though it was a faith school, only the tiniest amount of people there were actually Christian. So, by lifting up my arms in worship, I showed that it was okay to show off your faith. It empowered other Christians like me to come forward and show off their faith too. So what I want you to take away from this episode is to show off your light. Don't be afraid of the light. And don't be afraid to turn on that light. Just like this billboard.